phone jumping so much, I need 2 phones. I'm in that bitch, I'm chillin' with my nigga 2 Tone.
What's up, guys? It's 2 Tones. We're back with another video. Today we're talking about the MW4 first weekend beta. By the way, we returned back into it Friday at 2 p.m. on the Eastern Coast. Drop down in the comments where you will be playing from in this second weekend of the beta. But we had a lot of talk about the beta overall, and if you ask me, I don't think the first weekend was a bad experience. A lot of upsides to what we got from the beta is the fact that this new Infinity Ward team is willing to make changes. I don't know how far they're willing to push it, but they're willing to make some changes to the game for the community overall better experience. But to just go more in depth about just the overall upside to this first weekend that we got, I don't know if you guys got to play that extra game mode called Kill Block, but Kill Block is an amazing variety attachment weapon game mode. I'm not even gonna lie, they really did cook with those comments, that idea, just combining different parts of different maps from different Call of Duties that we all loved and played over the time. Another thing, I don't know about you guys, Sniper may have felt OD, especially with that marksman rifle, but overall it felt really smooth. It was a really smooth experience. The classic loadouts and lobby look was also peak. Like I said, it made sense where a lot of these guys were on the map. I would admit some of them got kind of funky when you were just spawning randomly in the middle of the map, but it is what it is. It's Call of Duty. Now let's get into the obvious downside, the elephant in the room. I know a lot of you guys made yourself be heard on Twitter because, like, even looking at this post right here, like, you look at this post, so copyrighted instantly, by the way, but I was basically just talking about how SBMM wasn't really that bad in the beta. In the open mosh pit playlist, we had to play all 4 modes. I was cool with playing that because it gave all the options to be able to play all 4 modes and all 4 game modes and maps and combinations. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, that's all I was basically saying. Insane copyright, by the way. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was literally some clown music, but they're not talking about the SBMM or the aim assist for that matter, and that's pretty much what all you guys are talking about and throwing all your anger in. Saying the SBMM lobbies in just the regular playlist, if you wanted to play just TDM hardpoint, like, yo, they were OD. You were getting cooked every single time. It was insane how many people were going that insane in those lobbies, and they have yet to actually say something about it. It's like beating on a dead horse. I'm pretty sure everybody else says that as well. Like, yo, you really can't just, you just got to deal with it at this point, because they obviously saw, they see it. There's no beating around the bush. They see it. Literally. The maps, I'm not gonna lie, for starters, we're not gonna, rooftops, that's probably one of the worst maps I played all the time. I'm not gonna lie. Played probably a lot of variations of each map, good and bad, from every mode, for the most part, especially every S&D mode. Rooftops is a horrible map to play against any good or bad player. You're either getting spawn trapped the entire game, whether if it's domination, it doesn't matter. The spawns are just fine. You're getting spawn trapped, or you were just playing against some of the most campingest players ever. And that's something I really hate that Infinity Ward kind of encourages, because how loud those footsteps were in these games, man, bro, you were getting turned on just off the simple fact we heard you across the map. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But overall, I really just don't think it's in a bad position, because not only is this, well, the game's speaking, not only are the developers really trying, we can see they're trying. They made an update for the last 12 hours of the game last night. People were able to play a better spawn knowledge set of maps for the last 12 hours. Granted, you could kind of see the difference in the open playlist, mind you, but they still have a long way to go. No BS, my audio is going to be chopped for the rest of the video, but let's talk about comp. Single map, maybe one of these maps. We did not play a single map that felt like it was going to be worth playing in comp. I'm not sure if S&D works for almost any map. As long as it doesn't have water, I'm pretty sure S&D will work. Yes, I'm against water maps in S&D or in competitive period. It's insane. We're gonna have a bunch of shot scenes around the map. But hopefully this next weekend, the last map that we get, it will be better. And when we actually get to the release of the game, we will have a good set of maps to look forward to play in ranked play. Because as of right now, I don't think any of these maps, I don't think any of you guys agree with any of these maps are ready to be in competitive. And lastly, the community feedback and just the overall community just taste that was left in their mouth when playing this game. I think a lot of the feedback in the just overall talk about this game was based on the first 12 hours. I'm sorry, I understand it does. A first impression is always a thing. It's always going to be a thing. But you have to be able to stick it out at least after the first day. Because after the first 12 hours, the developers decided to start making changes and getting to work. And they were listening to the community. They were making changes. They were continuously reaching out to the creators that they invited to COD Next and what the community, as a translator, as far as what the community is saying. Because yes, the community, the feedback can seem a bit skeptic at time or just unable to understand from a developer standpoint, but overall I'm pretty sure they made the amount of changes that the immediate draw of feedback, you know what I'm saying, came with. The spawns weren't the best. The spawns were not the best. Like I said, you could spawn in the middle of the map in a hard pointer or a domination. It just didn't really make sense for a 6v6. Same way, the movement and the gunplay, people are comparing this game to, it may look like MW19 but play like MW2. It really played like worse, but they kind of started to tweak a lot of this stuff because mainly the movement was just tied in with the weapons. The negative drawback with the attachments on some of these weapons, or actually majority of these weapons, because the gunsmith is exactly the same every single weapon. It wasn't needed. They did a great thing with removing that from MW3 and Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. Why do you already got us trapped in this gunsmith spawn trap? Why just continuously make us have like negative drawback to the weapons? That it really doesn't make sense. It really wasn't like that back then. We're playing on the Black Ops 1-2 ports. We don't need that. We didn't need that. But hey, that's the end of the video. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on socials. Peace out.